Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or should I rather say good evening to today's last match and also the last match from the first round of the Arrows Contentio minor of the first season. The participants are Hexbet and A7. Both decent teams. And before we start with the match itself, let's take a look at those two teams. So Hexbet, some of you may already know, it is a German org. However, it went through some roster changes. It has a lot of experienced players, really good players, and also some who even switched from console. And A7 is also every player there has at least a year of comp experience. Also really good with the MMR. We're looking at everybody, like the average of the match basically being set at like 3,500, like 4,000 MMR. So just rank-wise, we're looking at something, but this doesn't tell us anything except once we actually start with the match. Okay, so I was going to see now the map and video. Now, if you guys have tuned in the previous match of today, where it was Rainbow versus Aqua, they played on Clubhouse, where Rainbow won 7-1 in a really good performance. And now today again, for the second time now we're playing Clubhouse with Hexbet starting on defense. Now about the map a little bit. The map itself is everybody knows it. Everybody knows it from ranked. Everybody knows it from comp, from pro league. Everybody has played it. Now the map is seems a quite tactical map. It's not really reliant on fragging like, for example, Coastline is. It is way more reliant on how the team's set up and how the coordination of them works. Which is also why often teams with lower ranks or lower profile, if they actually play it right tactically, can shut down really big teams, and we've seen that before. Now, Hexbet has a statistically quite little advantage above A7. Hexbet is also known to be participating in other leagues that are well known. Like, if I'm correct, they are in the European Open division, or yes, I don't know if it's their team, but I know that I've seen the org there. I also believe that they have played in the Clash of Royals, like the first season. But I really hope I'm not comparing them to another team. Now, A7, I personally do not have anything on them. I don't know their team's history in itself. I don't know how well they've recently been doing, but I do know that that everybody here has experience on both sides of the 5-a-side teams. So we're going to looking at starting into the match soon now. So here we are, Clubhouse, map and phase from Hexbet versus A7. Good luck to both teams, and hope you, the viewers, enjoy it as much as I do casting it and the players playing it. Now the first ban coming in from Hexbet is going to be Maverick. Everybody knows why. Really easy to open up defenses with Maverick, especially in CCTV wall, and also sometimes, well, now less used with the Hibana rework with the pallets, but they also often use Maverick, especially when Kaid is not banned, on how to get open the hatches. Thatcher is banned next, meaning the only real hopes of you getting rid of any wall denial properly is either through vertical play or through a Kali. Everybody knows why Thatcher's banned. Kaid banned, as previously mentioned. Really powerful on the defense. This is on CCTV and also in basement. The reason on CCTV is because there's a place where you can place the Kaida charges and Kali could not shoot them off. Now the last ban, Melusi. Sometimes those banshees get quite annoying. And now we're heading into the first round. So while both teams are discussing about how cheating is not a good solution, with us, the staff here, and the viewers already knowing that cheating is kind of uncool, we're going to look at who's going to 6-pick into which operators, because they're first going to CCTV, cash, with quite a normal setup. Now I don't see any 6-pick from any team yet, so we're looking at no 6-pick for the first round, except that Buck is switching to the ace. Now Jaeger, Bandit, Valkyrie, Rooney, and Mute. Kind of speaks for itself. The Valkyrie gives you the intel, and Mute and the Bandits make it quite difficult to get anywhere. Mute is probably going to work more as an information denial here than for wall denial, while the Bandit is going to be focused on the wall denial. The Rooney itself is also well used for either slowing down pushes or also information, because you kind of can hear when one of those nice laser beams gets burned, meaning it almost quite works like a lesion mine with the sound. Now the Jaeger is quite self-explanatory, especially with the opponents having brought a Sledge and an Iana. On the attacking side, the Iana, Sledge, Twitch, Hibana, and Ace look like a normal team. Now they're going more for a CCTV approach here, like every team does, with Nate already trying to see what they can do. Now there's Blessed, waiting for his action here on the tricking. But A7 seems to be aware of this, just trying to be a try of baiting the breaching charges. Now with the Mute Jammer and the ADS being gone, and now the Twitch Drone being sent in, we're going to have it destroyed. I mean, now Clues is being asked to do his thing correctly, and the Twitch Drone destroys it, but not before he gets one of the ace charges, and Iana takes some damage, as it seems. I don't know from where. Now Clues again successfully doing the bandit tricking. This is looking bad for A7, while Guilty takes down the Twitch. Now with half the time gone, it is not looking good for A7, with no presence inside of the buildings. All of their Selma charges being burned already by the bandit, and one man down. Now how will they recover from this? Ivan is pushing in. She sees the Nitro Cell, dodges it quite nicely, but Memphis takes out Nate, and now it's a 5v3, but Creed on the refrag onto the Rooney now, resulting into a 4v3 with 1 minute to go. Yeah, Hexbet here still with the upper hand, and good switch from A7 onto the other push, but Memphis says no with taking out the Hibana as well, and now it's not looking good. Memphis with the double kill, they just can't get past this Mute. Hey, putting some hits, getting the triple kill now onto Paris. What is on with Memphis here? He gets taken out by Iana, but the Bandit gets the refrag, and it's the first round going to Hexbet. Quite a controlled display. Hexbet didn't really seem in any situation of the round to lose their patience and stay calm. While A7 tried to rush in the breach open, but, well, Clueless just denied them, and now they're going to church. Also, small fun fact for the viewers here is there was a slight chance that Hexbet would have showed up with only 4 players for this tournament due to Memphis having catch COVID recently, but he is showing that while he's beating COVID enough to play in this game, he's also quite literally beating A7 with a triple kill in the first round. Now the 6 pick from Legion onto Mozzie, and also again onto Ace, if I'm correct. Going to make this look a little bit more spicy. Now we have the Zofia on the play now instead of the Twitch. And instead of the Mute, we're having a smoke, and instead of the Bandit, the Mozzie now, with the Mozzie still there for the intel denial. So they're always putting some focus on intel denial, and now without a Twitch, sadly they will not be able to use a Mozzie on a Twitch drone, but it's going to do enough harm, and especially if Memphis manages to plant some good cameras. We're going to see them being planted in kitchen now. So, Dirt is being quite fortified now, as we're seeing that A7 is actually trying to move onto Dirt something. They have gotten rid of the jammers or whatever they placed there. There wasn't really any wall denial, if I'm correct, so I don't know what the nade was for, but maybe they lacked the intel to know about it. C4 being used, and Kudi being taken down by Guilty now, and that is not only the diffuser on the open, but also their Heart Breacher gone. Now he got tagged, and he sees the second one pushing him, and now he's getting crossfired, but Blessed taking out the Iana. Good teamwork from the roamers. Really making it a pain for A7 to even enter the building without losing some men on the way. Nate is trying to roam clear here a little bit, but with 1 minute already gone and 2 men down, it is looking quite difficult for A7 to do anything here. The presence of Hexbet on the entire map is somehow everywhere, but nowhere for A7's info. And now there it is, Nate gets taken down by Guilty, double kill for him, if I'm correct. He sees him, and he gets him, it's a triple kill. Match taken down. And now the last one is just droning. And he gets taken down by Memphis as well. Paris being the last one alive in the flawless round for Hexbet. Two rounds played, 2-0 for Hexbet. Now we're going to Gym Bedroom. And we're most likely going to see a castle strat there. Everybody knows how he's being played. We kind of barricade him off with the gym itself. Have footholds often between the sides, and have a lot of utility put on the jacuzzi wall, and also sometimes an extension to CCTV, or at least cache. Now with the Valkyrie being 6 pick onto the mirror, this can change quite a few things, but everybody knows that mirror's been nerfed recently, and the Finka looking more as a accidental ban, any accidental pick anyway results into the sledge, an essential player. Now, as I said, we're seeing a normal castle setup here. The Aruni, I have seldom seen, but we've seen it today as well, again on Gym with Rainbow versus Aqua, where, if I'm correct, Aqua used the Aruni on the jacuzzi wall, making it way more difficult and to get through, and also making it burn more utility. Now they're going to use it on the gym as well with the bulletproof camera being located somewhere on this really nice spot actually that I've never seen before, with being able to look all the way into construction, if I'm correct, with this rotate that Guilty is doing right now in the punch holes. And can I say rather big punch holes. Now we see A7 having spawned on the map quite across the whole map with their main push coming from the east, but also having players for the Jacuzzi Breach. Now Blessed, of course, is going to be their first challenge here if they go anywhere from the east, with him being on Raptors. Dropping down onto Garage now. Now here we see the cache extension I've been talking about. Paris opening up for Office. Now it looks like A7 is going to take a more direct approach at things instead of going through reinforced wall player, with Diana having gone through some intel now to know where the closest enemy is. But he gets taken down with not having seen the punch holes from the Rooney from construction into the drop, and this is one of their men down again. And 2 minutes left and they still don't have anybody in the building. Well, they definitely have people on top of the building. Not the way how you win the game though, and they know this. And now they have to see what they're going to try to breach. And before they can even do that, the ace gets taken down as well. A double kill for Guilty again. That just doesn't seem to stop. Hexbet doesn't seem to stop, but Mej! The second I say it, Guilty gets taken down, and that is the way to stop him. You just shoot him in the head with a nice Type 89. Now with 1 minute left to go, 4v3 situation still possible for A7, but they have to play it smart here. They have to know where the enemy is. Hexbet definitely knows where they are, with 2 being caught up in the office. And the third one just on the roof, if I'm correct, but the nade gets thrown in. But Clues takes out Nate. And this is a 2v3 now as Mej gets a double kill. He gets the down, it's a 2v2, 45 seconds to go. Can this be the first round for A7? Now with Mej being outside on the windows, but Memphis gets taken out. It's a 2v1. It's all up to Favorite. Can he pull it off? Do they know where Favorite is? Do they have the intel? They have 2 drones left. They know where he is. They know. They now know he throws the C4. We're still thinking that he's there, but now he knows that he's in bathroom. Now it's all up to Favorite. Can he pull through the clutch? They're planting. They know. And he gets taken out by Paris, who is in bathroom. It's the first round for A7. And they show that they cannot be just stomped upon. May have had a rough start. May have also been in a 5v3 situation. But they show that they can always pull it off greatly here on the gym offense. Now we're going back to CCTV, and it looks like Hexbet is looking for the same push-up again. And if I'm actually correct, those Pro League skins are not allowed. So there's 2 ways they can handle this. Well, first we have to notice them that the Pro League skins are not allowed. So they would actually have to terminate the player himself. Or go for a rehost. Due to elite skins not being allowed. And now here we are in a 4v5 already. It is written in the tournament website. It says that only the Pro League skin and Pro League rules on the skins, meaning you can have the pilot program, you can have the share program. If it's not the and obviously the normal skins. And what is up with A7 actually having lost a player? Have they done it for the compensation or? Well, I do not know. What we do know though is that Memphis is taking off the skin now of the Jaeger. And, well, we're looking at a 4v4 now. Yes, I just checked again. On the tournament page it says on the rules, the last rule is Pro League skin rules, which people are hopefully aware of with the Bear program, the normal black, white, golden elite skins. Not elite skins, I mean Pro League skins. And okay, well, looks like they're rehosting. I'm correct, just as normal rules, every team has one rehost available. So we are going to rehost after this. And yes, they have to get out because or else they can actually see the enemy's intel. So it's a 3-1 win, and we're looking at a rehost now. Sorry. Okay.
I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we
Hexbet versus A7. Really important is also that whoever wins this match is going to be facing up Cypher and Lingma in the semifinal. And for everybody else wondering, the other semifinal has already been confirmed with the matchup. Meaning, next week we're looking at a thriller of A1 Esports, the second team from A1, not the main team, against Rainbow. but this is for another day, actually, for another week. Now we're looking at Hexbet versus A7. 3-1. Round number 5 has just begun with the action phase. Now, what's important to note is that Hexbet doesn't have any kind of defense against objects in terms of bringing on a Wamai or a Jaeger. While A7 brought 2 prays with frag grenades, and everybody who hasn't gotten them has gotten flashes, but 2 of those frag grenades just got knocked out, with Guilty taking down Psych and Seek? Iana. I don't know really how to say that. And this means it's the first kill after the rehost and goes for Guilty. Guilty already having performed really well in the previous half. But gets taken down by Paris. It's a 4v4. Now the Echo just not able to use his drones anymore. A big blow to Hexbet. And it looks like they have top floor control now. However, do they know who is on the first floor? Now Vigil is aware. And he sees him and he takes him out. But he gets refragged by the IQ. Great job from Hexbet on the refrag. Now they're going to pick up the diffuser. It's a 3-3 with 1 minute to go. But Memphis is going up the stairs. Do they know about it? Do they have a drone on him? What is it? Memphis slowly prepares. With there being a Rooney charge on the thing itself. And he gets taken out. He doesn't look around the corner. And he gets punished for it. Paris gets taken down by Memphis while having the sledgehammer in his hands. And now it's a 3v2, a 3v1 as I say it. Can he get the last one? He almost does. Memphis just doesn't seem to stop. But he takes him out now. A 1v2, 30 seconds left. Can he do the 1v3 clutch? Can he pull it off to make it 3-2? Or will be a 4-1. Clues is aiming down the hatch, and Favorite is staying at the box. They know about him, and as they know about him, Clues takes him out, and it's the 4th round for Hexbet. And now, here they are, going back to Gym. The place where A7 got their first round, but sadly also their latest round of the match. Again with the same setup as it looks. No ace this time from A7, but a Thermite. And again the Echo here, this time with a 6th pick. Looking at the quite interesting, possibly, round. But what it is not just possibly, but definitely is the first round, the last round of this half. And after this, the switch happens. But Favorite leaves the game. So this game just crashed. They're not requesting a rehost though. This is true with them having used their rehost already. That's a 4v5, and this just increases the odds of A7 getting this and making it a 4-2, but just this man disappearing does not guarantee anything for A7, and they know it. And Hexbet knows it. For a small rewind to the first Gym defense, Hexbet started off well with ending up into 3v5, where A7 only had 3 players left, but at the end it was a 2v1 post-plant. But now it's a 4v4 again, with Bless going for a spawn peek, with Kudi not being careful enough, and this is something that you don't want you to happen, especially with you getting the advantage for somebody's game crashing. You just lose it instantly. And now here is Blessed again, but he gets taken out by Mesh. Does he know it? He does. He someone shoots him through there. I don't know how. Probably just look weird on my perspective. But he does take a lot of damage with only 25 HP left. Not looking good for him, especially with him being such a vital part. But now Memphis is staying here still in cash. And if I'm correct, A7 still needs to get into the building. And Mesh just did that as I said it. He's in garage now. 2 minutes left to play. Paris opening up the castle barricades. Sledge really somebody who you want to have, especially on a gym defense take, because the castle is almost every time played and Sledge is the perfect counter to it. He just disregards castle being an operator, really. Taking out the last barricade as well, getting therefore rid of the mute jammer. Now, will he get taken out on the window? He knows there is somebody there. Guilty and Sledge just missing each other. 3v3 now. Just above a minute to go, and Guilty takes a lot of damage. He's going for the repick though, something that I would not advise to him, but if he thinks he can do it, he should try to pull it off, I guess. But what I'm a little bit concerned about is this office presence, and Memphis takes out Paris. Was it also while he chucked the nade? And now it's more and more difficult for A7. 2v3 situation. They already pulled it off once, but can they do it again? The default camera is on. And they know that somebody's in office. And where the other one is. He takes so much damage. And he gets taken out by Castle. Now it's a 2v1 with 30 seconds to go. Can Iana pull it off? He knows where one is. But he takes out the shotgun, but he takes him still out. It's 25 seconds. It's a 1v1 with Guilty on a slither of HP. Now this can result into a problem. He sees him, he takes him out, Guilty with the clutch. And it's a 5-1 for Hexbet. Great performance by the Yana, but not enough against such an Echo Drone and the player himself. Great try though, from Ciclolo. And if I pronounce it correctly, I'm so sure I'm butchering his name, but I just don't know how to pronounce it. Maybe they actually gave me info in it, which would result into me being quite unprofessional. Now we're looking at the switch here for the sides, and again the player having left. 45 again for Hexbet. And on offense, being in a disadvantage is always a little bit more difficult. Now I'm going to take a look at this, how this evolves with A7 definitely looking confident in how to set up this defense with having a Bandit, a Rooney, Valkyrie, Legion, and Jaeger on it. Everybody knows what everybody does, and Favorite has finally returned. 3 Claymores on Hexbet's side, definitely suspecting A7 to go aggressive. 2 C4s and 2 impacts on A7's side, definitely looking for the plant denial. And now this is all just statistics and things, numbers saying on the top of the screen up there, but the only thing we can be sure about, and way to be sure about the round, is by just looking at it. So Hexbet's looking at a quite simple approach here. Opening up some windows and debating and analyzing where it should push from, with obviously CCTV wall being the obvious default, but where the second push would come from. It would be from office, therefore construction, or... Well, it looks a little bit like construction. That is because A7 did not reinforce said wall. They have one reinforcement left, and they could have definitely used it in this, especially with, I believe, the other construction walls actually being reinforced. Guilty is going up here. And just gets seen, and he's taking out Matt. Now it's a 4v4. Matt could have gone for the pre-fire there. He's having a good angle here. Just waiting. He knows. And with him knowing, it's bad. But the nade doesn't seem to be going off. Paris being stunned. And now 4v3 with May taking out the Ash. But here comes Clues back with taking out Paris. It's a 3v3. 4v3 is Blessed headshots his way through Cootie. And now it's just gone. Hexbet just finished it off. Previously it was 3 defenders alive. Now it's 0 in a matter of seconds. Efficiency. Be one of Hexbet's synonyms. Now, something that does not seem to be quite efficient is Favorite's PC here and his relationship with the game, with having already DC'd twice. Actually, it's not even a DC, it's a crash. It's an entire crash of the game itself. Now, let's hope that it's not going to be 3 times the charm here, with Hexbet facing down the opportunity of them getting the whole thing done, because it is match point for them, 6-1. Are we looking at another 7-1 today? Only time can tell. However, what I can say is that we're looking at almost 20 viewers right now on the stream. We have 18. I'm currently counting. And maybe we can get it onto 20 before this match here ends. Now 5 seconds to go to the action phase. Good setup from them, and they're going CCTV again. They know how to defend it, and they know it just came down to some lost gunfights. And this time, Hexbet is bringing out a Glass, a Zero, a Blackbeard, and a Dokkaebi. Quite a setup. I don't know if it will work. Politely says it's a little bit of off meta, and nicely said it's quite not like well, not nicely said. Like politely said, it's more of a memeing here. Well, it seems to be somewhat paying off because Matt is taking a lot of damage. He's one hit away of seeing a bright sky. Guilty walks into the Legion trap. 2 minutes left, and they seem to be going for construction. And Memphis takes some damage as he's running the boss G. The Jaeger running out but gets taken out. Going to go for the finish. This is a real question. And he leaves. What a performance from the Jaeger. Favorite TKing Clues, but also getting Mej on the way. Now it's a 4v3. Half the time is left, and it's looking difficult for A7. As Hexbet is trying out some setup that I'm sure A7 didn't expect. The thing coming through. Memphis on a slither of HP. It can all go down within seconds. Paris gets taken down first. And now it's Matt, and it's all up to Greedy, who gets the first, but he can't get the second. And Hexbet reaches the semi-final with the 7-1 in Clubhouse. We've already seen that today. And A7, while always getting so close, so often on wins in rounds, can't pull it through at the end. And here it is. 7-1. Now, we just look a little bit at the statistics here. Really good cost ratings from all of Hexbet, with only one player not reaching 100%. Yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. 7-1 win for Hexbet. Meaning the other semi-final tie got confirmed. It is Hexbet versus Cypher Ligma. Next week, and also next week, is going to be Rainbow versus A1. For further updates, join our Discord server. It is linked here on our Twitch. Also, leave a follow on this Twitch so you are directly notified, not immediately through Discord, but also through the Twitch itself once we go live for the Thrillers coming up next week, with the final match day being in 2 weeks. Scheduled on the 28th. Might change though. Thank you very much for joining us, and this was the Areos Continental AC Minor last match of the first round.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Sleep till